everybody, this is Lisa Baudouin. Welcome to Lisa's Chat Room. Today is June 28th, 2023, and I am going to be talking about my review of this Aqueon fish tank. Now, I'm going to link the first unboxing of it in the description below. I'm going to link them up together so you can watch the first video of where I bought this. I purchased it a few months back. So I just want to give you a little review, but before I do, I must disclose that I'm not an expert in anything. So anything that I share with you must try, do, or buy at your own risk and peril. I purchased this fish tank for these two little babies. These are my grandbabies, and I wanted them to learn how to take care of animals. This is one of the great fundamental ways to teach children how to do that. We're going to talk today about the pump. We'll talk about the tank, and we'll talk about the accessories. So I'll talk about the accessories first. Someone mentioned in my first video that I had way too much stuff going on. You're right. I still kind of have way too much stuff going on. I'm going to remove a few of those plants, and my plan is to put something in the back. Hide the cords, but also just to make it a little more interesting. The second thing is when I clean, I take everything out. Fish first, of course, and I put the fish. His name is Simon, by the way. Hi, Simon. Simon's like a puppy, I swear. He's a little sweetheart. He is a beta. I got him for, I think it was under $15, and he does have a warranty. Always keep your container and your receipts in a certain place in case things go bad. With maintenance, I clean this tank every other Sunday, period. Whether it looks dirty or not, usually it does not look dirty. I don't really want it to wait to look dirty. The idea is not to let the fish have to be in a bad environment. It's to keep it in a good environment, right? So that's my thinking. I do it every other week on a Sunday. It takes about an hour to do. I bought the bucket at Target when I bought my duster wands. So I'll try to find the link at Target and show you. It's a real nice pourable bucket on both sides. It was at the time $5, which was a great deal. So I bought a few of them. But I use that one bucket for this, and I put everything in there. And I use regular water. Some people said use distilled. I just use regular. I'm not sure if distilled is good. The experts will say don't do that, I think, because fish needs to have some bacteria and stuff in the environment to thrive. Now, so far, I've had this fish for several months. I've had no problems. I think I got him maybe a week after I got the tank set up. So he seems to be fine, even with me cleaning the tank. And I do a pretty thorough job. One thing I also want to make sure you know is this is plastic, so I would not use paper towel on it. I would use a linen towel if you're going to dry anything off or wipe anything off. Use a linen wash rag to wipe off the residue on the inside. It's plastic, so just know that. It came with the tank itself and the pump and the filter, and I'll show you that in a second here. It did not come with the water heater, but the water heater seems to be working really good. It's like a auto sense. And eventually you get to know exactly how warm this is, so you can replace the water when you're doing that at about the same temperature. So how I clean it is I take Simon out in a container first with water so he can swim around in his environment. And then I start to get rid of the water. Now, the reason I put this tank over to the left here is because of the pump. The pump will actually help you to get rid of the water. So I'm going to show you that. Here's the pump. And how this works is if you lift up the pump, it stops. You can extend this going out and turn it and put it into a bucket. And that's what I do. And I try to do it really slow because I can make a mess. So take your time, kind of concentrate on it. When you're done, you got to do is flip it back and turn it back on. But anyway, what I do is that first. And I will remove the water up to about here. This will automatically do that. And I remove the water. I shut the pump off right away. Make sure you do that. You do not want the pump to be in an environment without water while it's running. So I take it, shut it off right away, and I clean the pump first. So I take out the filter. This is the filter, and it actually has like a little notch right here. So you know how it goes in. You push it down all the way. And then to take the whole pump out, there's like a little thing right here. And you just pull it up. Be very careful. I don't take it out unless I need to because I don't want to break that. If you break that piece, it's going to be really difficult. And I think this is kind of a flaw. I think they should have had more than one of those things. I think they personally should have had one back here and one here in case you did break one. That is a design flaw in my opinion. So be very careful with that. And then what I do is I take apart the complete pump. This comes off, and so does this base. It comes off. Just be careful, be gentle. I clean this with a pipe cleaner, And then I clean inside here. They have a bearing with kind of like almost like it looks like a fan blade. Be very careful when you clean it. And then I put it back together. I keep that out. And what I will do is I will take and I will remove more water, just using a nice large, like a cup scooper, and I'll get out more water and I'll come down to here. Now then I remove everything out of here and I put it in a container in the bathtub. I take the water and throw that in the toilet. This goes in the toilet, the water. It's bad water. So I come down to about here, and then what I'll do is I'll fill it up with fresh water to here, move these rocks around, because I don't take the rocks out, just the things. I'll move these around, and the debris will kind of just come up into the water, and I'll scoop that out. And I'll do that several times till it's pretty clear. Then I just kind of clean all the stuff, put it back in, and then I fill up the tank, and then I put on the pump. I do it a step at a time. Then I put the fish back in. I know exactly what the temperature is, so I'm pretty close. I've never had a problem with the fish going right back in. I'm very careful. I don't put ice cold water in there. I put tepid. It's almost warm. I think it's called tepid water. So then I put the fish back in and I turn the pump on. Now, the thing is with the pump, you want to make sure that your water level is above the base. And actually it could go a little bit higher here. You want to make sure, because otherwise the pump's not going to work. It's got to be submerged, fully submerged in water to go back on. I learned. I learned my lesson. And so that's one thing I wanted to mention in this video, is to make sure you do that. Now the filters, I clean these filters out. They seem to be okay. I'll do it 1 or 2 times. There's like a little notch here, and you pull them out, clean it off, and I put it back in. I'll do that 1 or 2 times. You can buy these by the pack at the pet store and just ask the clerk for help, right? Then all you do is you just turn this back here and push it back down, and your water starts. Now, depending on where you put it, and you can actually make it where it doesn't make any noise. You could have it like that, and I don't hear nothing really. Once you put the lid on, you don't hear a thing. But I just push it down all the way. I think it's good for the fish. I think it aerates the water. It gets air into that water, cleans it out, and I think it's a really great thing for the fish. You don't want the fish to be just sitting in water that doesn't move. I personally, I think the fish likes it. I think Simon likes it. Now, he likes his little bedroom, by the way. That's his bedroom, we call that. And then that's his castle. All this was sold separately except the tank, the pump, one of the filters, and the conditioner. Now, I do use the conditioner, and I showed you that in the first video, so I'm not going to talk about that, but I do use the conditioner. And then I'm teaching the kids about the temperature and the pH balance of the water. Again, I think it's really important for us to share that information with kids. I teach the grandkids how to take care of plants. I have the chat room here. I have several playlists. I'm a child abuse survivor and an advocate coach, so I have the dynamics of abuse playlist. I'm trying to finish that up. All my playlists, unfortunately, are from 2015, 2019. So all the videos, I'm updating them. That takes time. But the playlists are dynamics of abuse, therapies for a better me. I also suffer from sensitivities and allergies to formaldehyde and chemical finishing that's in some of the clothing that we buy, some of the imports, and also in some of the laundry detergents. So I have a playlist for that. And then I have one about my music. It's called Lisa's Corner, and that's technically the therapy. I'm not a bad singer. I think I'm okay. So I kind of have that there. I have those playlists. Please make sure you subscribe and like and watch them. They're free. They might help you with something or help somebody else you know. Share the information. And the more you subscribe, the more apparently these videos are seen. They're free, so I think they help other people. I know they do. I worked with people one-on-one, and I know the information I share with them, because I'm way down the road when it comes to being a survivor. And my theories and my therapies, they do work and help me, and I know they help other people. So wanted to put a little plug in there. Love the colors. The rocks are not iridescent rocks. They're just normal rocks, but because of the LED lighting, it really pops. I like the white. I think the white really makes this fish tank look so pretty. And again, if I get the back on there, it's going to look beautiful. And then last thing is the fish food. Now, I had purchased the pellets, and they did not work. He did not like them. So I bought the flakes, and it's so easy to feed them. I feed them twice a day, once in the morning, once at night. And I just take a pinch of the food, and I put it right in here. Easy peasy, done. And it's easy for the kids to do too. They're not getting their fingers in any kind of water or anything like that when you're feeding. And then I make them wash their hands, of course. So, but they love it. I love it. Now this did cost money. This cost me about $220. It's quite a bit of money, really, but it was worth it. I am glad I bought it. I think the accessories, I went a little gaga on the accessories. If you didn't buy all this stuff in here, it would probably be about $30 to $40 less. That thing was like $26. You could also find the tank on sale. It's sold at many pet stores and other stores as well. Plastic, it's much lighter than the glass. You just have to be careful. Do not use paper towel. Use a linen cloth to dry it. I'm done with the video. Please like, subscribe, share, put stuff in the comments below, and please stay safe and stay healthy until I see you next time in Lisa's chat room.